Hello, today we're going to go over the supply drops or beacons, whatever you want to call them, right? They're the drops that come out of the sky basically, right? And they come down, you can go up to them and you get items out of them. Right, but what do you actually get out of them, right? We know it's good. We know the cave loot crates give a really good loot, right? And in a previous video, we showed exactly what blueprints you get from the cave loot crate. So that's what we're going to do in this video. Right? We're going to go over exactly what blueprints you're going to get from each of these supply drops. Beacons will also go over fishing as well, because fishing is actually just a small section, so it doesn't really warrant its own video, right? So we'll just tag it into this one as well, and that way, and you have access to basically where you can find every single blueprint in the game and what you need from between these two videos. So if you haven't seen my video about where all the different cave loot crates and what blueprints come in each different type of cave loot crate, make sure to go check that out after this video. There should be a link at some point in this video. It'll show up in the top and maybe even at the end of the video. And if I remember, I'll put it down in the comments as well. All right, so let's jump into this. So we know there's different types of beacons that can come down. Right? So let's take a white beacon, for instance. White beacon comes down, it has some items in it. If a white beacon with a yellow ring comes down, it's different though, right? And in Ark ASE, the yellow ring usually just meant you got one extra item, and it was usually of a quality item. But now when a drop comes down with a ring around it, according to the code, like I said, like with the previous video, I've gone into the code and I've looked to see what these loot drops are. The yellow ones with the yellow rings, their loot table is only weapons, armor, tools, and saddles, and they're always quality. Somewhere between 1.8 and 4.8 generally. If you don't know what that means, quality in this game comes between 1 and 10. 10 being the best, 1 being primitive. Right, and 10 is usually so high up there, it's too expensive to craft, and usually over the server cap anyway for official servers. But it works great for single player and unofficials. Somewhere between 3 and 6 is usually the best area you want to be in for getting the cheapest blueprint possible as the highest stat possible, so that you can then push it to almost cap without breaking the bank, right? But anyway, so that's what comes down to those yellow quality loot crates. Now, whether or not they come with items in it, it's still unclear because it's in the code, it's unclear. So it may still be a normal white beacon. Like, so if it follows ASE, the way ASE works, that yellow ring will just add that extra one, the extra weapon, armor, or saddle into that white beacon, but it's not clear in the code if that's how that actually works. Then there in the code, there's a separate loot table for structures, so foundations, walls, ceilings, etc. And it doesn't have, those aren't listed in the normal beacon loot tables, so it's unclear if like there are several types of white beacons that can come down, and one will have thatch foundations in it while others will have the normal loot table, or if those are just added into beacons randomly. It's like that part's unclear. I do know from playing that I do get foundations and other items from a beacon, so I imagine it's added in there, but it's not visible when I'm looking at the loot table in the code on how that ties in. Okay, so now with that out of the way, let's get into what's in these beacons, all right? So a lot of the beacons are going to come with a lot of basic structures, a lot of consumables, and a lot of resources and other things like that. We're not going to get into like, this beacon comes with thatch, wood, stone. This beacon comes with metal, obsidian, and chitin, right? If you want to know exactly what resources it comes with, just make sure to check out my Reddit post. I'll have a link to that as well. My Reddit post will have the loot table that shows you everything. In the white beacons, all right, currently, I believe the code says you have to be level 3 to access white beacons. I believe this used to be level 10 in ASE. It looks like they've dropped all the levels quite a bit. Like red now is 60 instead of 80, but again, those are numbers that can change, so we're not going to dwell on those too much. All right, and quality can change as well. So these are all balancings that will happen down the road. So the structures that you can get in a white beacon, sleeping bag, mortar pestle, war map, flag, wood sign, storage box, wall torch, standing torch, crop plot small, campfire, cooking pot. Nothing amazing, right? As far as armor tools and weapons go, you're going to get the stone pick, stone hatchet, torch, stone club, slingshot, spear, and every piece of cloth armor. Again, nothing great, but you do have a chance of getting blueprints of these as well. And the quality ranges between 1 and 4. So you can get primitive all the way up to quality 4. And then saddles, same thing, primitive, quality 1 all the way up to 4.8. Now each drop has, some of them are, almost all of them are between 1 and 4.8, but some of them for some reason are between 1 and 4. But I'm not sure if that was accidental or not, but okay, anyway. So in the white drop, these saddles are the parasaur, turtle, thioma, dolphin, and packy saddles. And now we'll move on to the green beacons, or drops. So I am gonna tell you what structures are in them, just because this isn't normal, right? In ASE, you didn't really get very many structures, or even good structures in drops. But now this is kind of like, they're kind of mimicking the drops from Genesis too. And you can get some decent stuff. So, and it's not, I can't be the judge of what's decent or not. You may enjoy getting a water tank out of a drop, whereas someone else may enjoy getting a smithy, but not the water tank. So I'm going to go over those real quick. Okay, so in the green, we have structures. The structures you can get are water tank, raft, wood chair, wood bench, wood table, training dummy, wood cage, the war drums, wood spiked walls, wood sign large, storage box large, preserving bins, smithy, medium crop plot, everybody's favorite, right? The medium crop plot and the large crop plot you can get as well. Everybody loves getting crop plots out of drops, right? The beer barrel, compost bin, feeding trough, bear trap, painting canvas, simple bed, wall trophy. Now for armor, tools, and weapons, again quality 1 to 4.8 on this one, so slightly higher quality. You can get the bow, the lance, hide armor, all the pieces, wood shield, magnifying glass, scissors, gas grenades, bolas, flare guns, and water jars. Now, of course, the grenades, rocket launchers, things like that no longer come in quality. They're always going to be a primitive. It wasn't always the case in ASE, and it had to become the case for balancing purposes. Well, moving on, saddles, right? Quality 1 to 4. There we go, no 4.8 on saddles on this one. Trike, raptor, hyenodon, equus, scorpion, procoptodon, stego, packy rhino, manta, gallimimus. So these beacons are giving us some options for some saddles that may have only been previously findable in cave drops. So we have some access to some blueprints, possible blueprints, and probably mostly going to be the already pre-crafted item, but if you get lucky, you might grab a blueprint. This one also has ammo in it. So stone arrows and trank arrows in the green drops. The blue drops have ballista turret, cannons, tripwire alarms, poison traps, forge, toilet, that's pretty nice, those are kind of expensive to craft, fireplace, a tree tap, wood tree platform, trophy base, and then for armor, weapons, and tools, we have a quality of 1 to 4.8. So crossbow, sickle, pike, handcuffs, every piece of fur armor, chitin armor, but chitin armor has no quality. It's going to be primitive only, whatever you find in the blue drops. Water jar, of course, that can change, right? Then saddles, currently quality is 1 to 4. Anglio saddles, saber, spider, iguanodon, stag, mammoth, diplodocus, terrorbird, doed, and sarco. So there's a good reason right there to grab blue drops. Has some decent saddles in it. And the ammo, stone arrows, trank arrows, and ballista arrows. Next up is purple drops. Structures, water tank, I believe it's going to be the metal one, large bear trap, tripwire explosives, metal spike wall, metal sign large, bunk beds. Right, the armor, tools, and weapons in this are quality 1 to 4.8, so that's nice. You can find the harpoon gun, the shotgun, the long neck, the metal hatchet, metal pick, simple pistol, ghillie armor, chitin armor, metal hatchet, metal pick, poison grenade, a grenade, explosive tripwires, spray paint gun, and handcuffs. And I should have mentioned that that shotgun is the double barrel shotgun. That's my bad. Pump actions in a different drop. For saddles, this one's quality 1 to 4.8. You can find the Pterodon, the Capro, Toad, Hair Racer, Calico, Dunkleo, Dire Bear, Megatherium, Othro, Carno, and Pelagornis saddles. Now, if you haven't noticed, we're progressively getting to better and better dinosaur saddles, right? And I believe the majority of saddles in the game can be found in these drops. Just, you know, different drops. And of course, the drop set can have so many resources and different things in it like that, that we're not going to, it's going to be harder to find them in the drops that come out of the sky rather than caves. But if you're locked out of the caves, the drops may be your only option. Before we move on, the purple drops, the ammo in them, my bad. Started talking about the saddles before I went over the ammo. Anyway, ammo is simple bullets, trank arrows, simple rifle ammo, and ballista bolts. The yellow drops have elevator platform, small, large, and medium. Elevator track, storage box huge, which I believe means going to be a vault. I think storage box huge is what they named it in the code, but unless there's another storage box that I don't know about, I think it's going to be a vault. The sea mine, keypad, lamppost, the Omni lamppost, generator, and air conditioner. The weapons and tools and armor is going to be quality 1 to 4.8. Electric prod, Fabby pistol, scuba tank, scuba pants, goggles, flippers, black armor, metal shield, C4, silencer, scope, laser, hollow scope, flashlight, and canteen. The saddles, quality is going to be 1 to 4.8, so that's nice. We're going to get the Megalodon, the Baryonyx, Eraser, Thylacoleo, Woolly Rhino, Tapa Jahara, Megalosaurus, Daedons, Basilos, Beavers, Argentavis, Allos, Plesiosaurus, Megalanias, and Brontos. The ammo is going to be advanced bullets. Then we move on to the red loot beacon, which is going to be like the best, right? Right now it requires level 60 to get, which is 20 levels lower than used to, and has even better stuff than it used to. So that's interesting. But the structures in it are the grinder, the grill, the industrial forge, industrial cooking pot, metal tree platform, fabricator, rocket turret, heavy turret, minigun, light turret, and chem bench. Well, that's crazy. You can get a heavy turret from a level 60 drop. You can't even make them to your level 100. So that's kind of awesome, right? There's a way to get you a couple of heavy turrets to put down get it into your cave or onto your base real quick. All right, then the armor, tools, and weapons are 1 to 4, so slightly less good. So the assault rifle, compound bow, Fabby sniper, pump shotgun, all the riot armor, and a riot shield. Then we have saddles, quality again 1 to 4. So here's where you can get some saddles if some of these caves are blocked, such as the swamp cave or the ice cave. If they're blocked, you can get some of these saddles from the red drop. And that's going to be the Therizino saddle, Spino saddle, Rex saddle, Quetz saddle, Mosa saddle, Yudi saddle, the Bronto platform saddle, Fuzzy platform saddle, Tuso saddle, Mosa platform, the Karchar saddle, Giga saddle, and Quetz platform. So, no Reno Ganatha saddle, you're still gonna have to get access to the swamp to get those saddle blueprints. But at least now we have another place to get Therizino, Rex, Karchar, and Giga saddles. So that's nice. This has a much smaller loot table than the ocean crate, so you hit every red drop you can find to get those blueprints. And of course the ammo in it, sniper ammo, metal arrow, advanced rifle, and shotgun ammo. Now I know this video is getting a little bit long, but fishing doesn't really have a whole lot to it. So we want to go ahead and throw that in here. and just to add it on because it'll be like a 1 or 2 minute video. So let's just go through it real quick. With fishing, depending on the type of bait you use, you can increase your chances of getting different tier items and stuff. But the base, we're going to give you the base percent chance, not with what each. We're going to give you the base percent chance, not with what each different type of bait will get you. All right, so the base chance of getting things. So the high tier blueprints, which of course is what everyone wants, right? Every time you go fishing, there's only a 2.5% chance to get these unless you use the proper bait. Now, this video is not about fishing. If you want a fishing video, let me know in the comments and we can do one of those. All right, so the high tier blueprints is going to be the Fabby Sniper Rifle, Pump Action Shotgun, Electric Rod, Rocket Launcher, which again, this no longer can be a high tier blueprint or whatever, Scuba Tank, and all sets of Riot Armor. So some nice stuff there. But what you really want to know about is the high tier saddles, right? Okay, so you get access to the Giga Saddle, Mosa Saddle, Woolly Rhino Saddle, Beaver Saddle, Quet Saddle, and best of all, another chance of getting a Rex Saddle. So you definitely want to push that percent chance up so you can get access to the Rex Saddle. All right, now regular blueprints you can get, which can be a varying quality, again, depending on bait. You have a 10% chance of getting these regular blueprints: the Fab's Pistol, the Long Neck, Compound Bow, Pike, and Rifle. The possible armor you can get is Gas Mask, Flippers, Goggles, Scuba Pants, Ghillie Armor, all of it, Fur Armor, all of it, Chitin Armor, all of it. And then the saddles you can get are Argentavis, Arthro, Carno, Diplodocus, Dire Bear, Dunkleo, Gallimimus, Manta, Mosa, Pelagornis, Procoptodon, Stag, and Terrorbird. Now, you have a 6% chance to get rare resources when fishing, and those include rare flowers, rare mushrooms, substrate absorbent, organic poly, leech blood, sap, rhino horns, and best of all, black pearls, and then angler gel. And then you have a 20% chance of getting common resources, and we're not going to go over that. That's where you can get all of the surface blueprints, right? And then if you need to know about the cave and the deep sea loot crates, check out the previous video. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.